Hello everybody, this is Kyrix with more Let's Play Dawn of Souls Final Fantasy 1, and we're back in the Lifespring Grotto as we go after Shinryu. This is take 2 of this. I attempted this once before, got to Shinryu, and... yeah, remember my fight with Ozma? Specifically, my third fight from Ozma? Yeah, it went a little something like that. I had one good turn, and in the second turn, he obliterated me, and I never recovered. It took about 5 turns of just... actually, it was more like 8 turns, but at no point was I ever in control of that fight. Not even once. That being said, I made a couple tweaks. I don't think I've done anything with him, but he, of course, has Null Shock and Null Blaze. I, on the other hand, have taught Jay Null Frost and Null All. Because I didn't realize up until now, because I was looking at the Shinryu guide, basically. It's like, yeah, you cast those spells! And I'm thinking, aren't they single target? No, they're party spells. If I'd have known that, I'd have been using them all game. That alone would have made my fight with Omega just infinitely easy. Both times. Yeah, they don't necessarily... just because this game is upgraded doesn't mean it tells you everything it should. Money. That'll surely make up for all the spells I bought, eh? I have no idea why I went stereotypical Canadian at the end of that. Especially since I've never been to Canada! Nor do I have any particular intention to do so. Not that I have anything against Canada per se, it's just too fucking cold there. In general. We're not even talking winters. I'm willing to bet their summer days are freezing to me. Like, oh man, it's 50 degrees, it's so hot out. Fuck you. Stay inside with the heater. Probably doesn't even go to 80 degrees, which I'd be comfortable at. Oh, good. We're getting this one out of the way now. I hate this one, but I'm kind of glad to get it out of the way now. There will be no off-screen grinding right now. For the rest of this game, in fact. I've gotten pretty much everything I need to get. However, should something arise where off-screen grinding does become required, or I have to run through a dungeon again, the off-screen background noise of choice this time is the Star Wars audiobook Necessity section. Especially if you're a Kit Fisto fan like I am. Plays a very prominent role in that book, as does Obi-Wan. Whereas Anakin is mentioned at the start of it and then promptly dropped off into Jedi daycare. Yeah. We have to mention you because you're a major character, but you're not in this book, so go play somewhere. Loving this. I'm just breezing through this, which is good because the next dungeon is going to be a two-parter. It's a 40-floor dungeon. It's going to be a goddamn two-parter. Even if everything goes perfectly, it's still going to be a two-parter. Please note that I am, in fact, conserving my MP through this, because if Shinryu turns out to be anything like Omega, and he will, keep in mind, I beat Omega on the first try. This is my second attempt at Shinryu. That alone should tell you something. As far as I am in the game, as high level as I am in the game, I was 75 by the time I fought him. All that going for me, I didn't beat him on the first try. Don't get me wrong, I struggled against Omega. Omega tore me a new ass. But I beat him. I don't know if that's going to be the case here. They don't. I mean, I know I got pessimistic during the fight with Omega, but that was just a case of, can I beat him with everyone alive? Shinryu is just, can I beat him? Answer that, really? I really don't. I wish I did, but I don't. Get back to Equestria Bound after this, probably. That might be what I do in my off time. Turns out this SNES GBA DS thing is gonna stretch out a little longer because I got the capture card in the mail, I think yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday, because Wednesday I had to do SimCity. I held off a day just so that I could possibly get it, but anyway. I got an older model that is not compatible with Windows 8, which is another reason to hate Windows 8. So I contacted the guy, and I'm hoping, well, one of three things is going to happen. Either A, he's going to say, dude, I got a model that'll work with your Windows 8, and then we'll work out some kind of arrangement. Either we'll just trade it straight up, or I'll pay a little extra, or whatever. B, he'll say, dude, I don't have anything for Windows 8, but I've run into this problem before, here's how you fix it. Or C, dude, you should have read the description. You know. And to be fair, if he says that, well, he's gonna get positive feedback. Is it kind of a dick thing? Yeah, but you know what? I should have read the fucking description. And he fulfilled his part of the bargain. I mean, he is under no obligation to make sure that I can use the thing. Actually, there is a third option, which is basically, dude, I don't have a replacement, I don't have a fix for it, but you can send it back and I'll refund you. Which I don't want to have to do, you know? Because that doesn't help any of us, you know? Because then he has a slightly used capture card. Admittedly, it'll be with all the pieces. But, it's still been opened before. And I will not have a capture card at all. Ah, we're going straight for this. But yeah, I won't have a capture card, he won't have a sale. It just doesn't benefit either of us at all. No. That's not the option. Because my first two benefits us both. Yes, was not expecting that. Gotta be honest with you, I really wasn't expecting that to be a thing. First time I've ever had trouble with him. I've fought him like 5 times, and he's never given me a problem until just now. Oh, isn't that cute? I don't have Flare anymore, by the way. I got rid of it for kill, because why would I ever cast Flare again? I have the Judgment Staff. It's not even an exaggeration to call that spell useless to me now to just cast it normally. Because why would I possibly do so? Granted, I'm not going to use Kill either, but at least I have it now. So yeah, I'm waiting. I'll probably be up at McDonald's later to check on him, see what he's got for me. Hopefully good news, but if it's not, then it's my own damn fault for not reading the description. You know, because I checked the description to see, and it turns out, no, he mentioned plainly, it's good with Windows 7, which the package says it is not. The package stops at Vista, I think. But nonetheless, he's like, oh, it's compatible with Windows 7, but not 8. Specifically says not compatible with 8. And I don't have a leg to stand on. By the time you guys hear this, the problem will have long since been solved. So, no worries there. It's just a minor thing. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not concerned about it because I have plenty of time to come up with an enhanced schedule for 2016. Because, yeah, I've mentioned in the other things that, yeah, this is going to be 2016, but it's not on the website yet. It's not on my channel yet that I say, oh, in 2016, these are what we've got. Or rather, it is, but only in the sense of stuff I've already uploaded, like This Week in Kyrix is mentioned, and, what's the other thing? Final Fantasy IX is mentioned. Which I might have to come up with something new for This Week in Kyrix if I do not get a capture card working soon. And if I do get it working soon, then we're golden, you know? It's just perfect all around for everybody. But yeah, I don't honestly foresee myself being without a capture card for more than a month, if even that long. October by the latest, I will have a capture card, and that's realizing that it is September 4th now. Honestly, if I cannot come up with a capture card in a month, even if it doesn't ship to me right away, if I can't come up with one in a month, I don't deserve to call myself a Let's Player. That's mean, hold on, because there are a lot of people out there who Let's Play without capture cards. Either they use emulators, or they cam, and I've said my issues on camming. If it's the only thing you have to do, then do it, but I personally will not do it. But yeah, there's plenty of emulator players out there, or pure PC LPs. So let me reiterate. Let me rephrase that to be less offensive. If I, as a capture card LPer, cannot come up with a capture card in a month, I do not deserve to be an LPer who uses capture cards. Because they're not that expensive. They really aren't. I mean, my first one cost me $10. I think I got it from China on eBay. And almost all of that $10 was shipping. It was actually like $2 to $3 for the actual capture card. This one, which I can't use due to my operating system, cost me $11 from California. It's not that pricey. Even my broke ass can afford them. And let's be perfectly honest, I would make it a point. I would make it a priority to get it because I don't get paid for it, but this is still my job. This is my livelihood. There is a chance that at some point I could get paid for this. Any day now, someone could click on my Patreon and start supporting me. You know? Any day now, someone on YouTube could watch one of my This Week in Kyrix episodes and be like, dude, I didn't realize you were this fucked. You got a PayPal or something I can send a donation to, you know? I mean, I could eventually make a living off of it. I don't think I will, you know? Then again, I know people who have made, who now use YouTube as their job due to Patreon, you know? Honestly, it wouldn't take much. I mean, if you're thinking, actually, it kind of would. Actually, I do have a calculator. Look for that calculator real quick. Ow! 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 Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Really? Huh. If I were to make even something as small, comparatively, as keep in mind, this can be for multiple people. If I were to make even $25 per project from each month, you know, and that would be basically $4 less than I make off my stability check right now. And I can make like $1,000 before I start risking my financial needs, you know? So... And that's as simple as literally 25 people saying, yeah, I'm willing to pay $1 a video up to $31 a month, you know? And I could have up to, say, 33 people, let's just call it 32 for safety's sake, who donate $1 per video. That would pretty much be the max amount of money I could safely make without jeopardizing my actual income. My bills would completely evaporate forever. No. What's an extra thing? Didn't realize. I can pay my bills, I can cover gaming stuff, set aside for a new laptop and new capture cards and all that other fun shit. And still be able to do other gaming stuff. Like I would absolutely set aside money to get a computer that can actually stream. Start streaming my weekly D&D games when those things start up again, you know? Hell, it would even be worth me getting off my ass to update Patreon daily to make sure that I got everything, you know? Though I personally would love to get a hold of Patreon and have them set up some kind of thing with YouTube where they could do scheduled updates. Where it's like, okay, these things are here, so when this... Like, say, do all of Final Fantasy IX, set that up on Patreon so that... You know, as soon as it hits, Patreon acknowledges that it hit. Because again, I don't want to monetize, I just want to do Patreon. Patreon is... It's much easier to work with, you know? Plus, with monetizing, everybody ends up having to pay for every video I make. But if it's Patreon, then if you have the money, pay for it. Actually, that's kind of untrue. Everyone has to watch ads to pay for every video I make. And let's face facts, lots of us, as my hand raises, lots of us use ad blockers so that we don't have to watch ads. You know? It's just a thing. Now, I do tend to disable that on certain websites, like, I'm pretty sure that on Twitch I have it disabled because I watch a lot of people who make their money off the ad revenue, you know? Sites, not so much. Besides, I just like, oh, it's not worth the effort of fucking sitting through these ads. Especially when I watch live stream episodes of something, because I don't mind the ads normally, but like when I watch the New Pony episode, which I do via live stream because I no longer have that channel on cable. And for the record, it's not just because my cable got canceled, it's because I don't have a box for my room. So my channels only go as high as the TV does. Basic cable does. And neither basic cable nor my TV itself gets that channel, so I just go without. So I live stream. Well, the problem is, when you watch the live stream, it does it directly from, I think it's Discovery Family now or whatever. So you see their ads, but you also see the stream's ads, which happen during the freaking show. You know, I don't mind if there's an advertisement to take me, you know, between the show, like for an episode, or not an episode, but like 5 minutes or so, and then back to the show, without missing anything. But when you cut away from the active show to make me watch something for a product I will never buy. Ooh, well look at this life insurance. Well, I already have insurance. Oh, look at these tires! I don't fucking drive, you know? Shit like that. No, I'm sorry, you get ad blocked. It's a fact. Or look at these pillow pets! I don't want a pillow pet. You want some gack, though. Gack. No, I as a kid, I always liked the slimes and the Play-Dohs and all that stuff. And gack was halfway between the two. I wish I'd been more creative as a kid. Then, whenever I bought slime from the capsule machines, I just call them a booger bubble. Good, the dancers. This is usually 1 to 3, just no monster areas. You're wondering why I didn't talk to them? Well, guess what? I talked to them in the other episode that I did this in. Want that chest. It's probably just going to be a thing I can't hold anyway. Nope, can hold it. Just useless to me. Like, almost everything in the game is at this point. Oh, I think this is a new one, actually. Yeah, you girls still have nothing to say, do you? I do like their sprites, though. Very cute. Very pretty. Please move, little blonde lady. Okay, that works still. So yeah, I mean, I would love to just make my living off of Patreon. I think I'm years away from that even being a possibility. But it's something to hold out for, something to dream about, that maybe one day videos could actually be my living. Thing is, I'm not even looking to make a fortune, I just want to keep my lights on, you know? My lights on, keep myself gaming, shit like that. Maybe have a little extra money of my own to spend on stuff. One of these days I'm gonna revamp my Patreon and start plugging that, like, hardcore, for real. I'll probably start plugging it on This Week in Pirates, you know? Video descriptions or whatever. Back in the day when I started this YouTube channel, I was living at the trailer park and my bills weren't, well, my bills were a contribution to the house, you know? I wasn't responsible for things. It was just, oh, it'd be nice to make a little extra money on Patreon, I'd put it towards gaming stuff. Like, oh, I'll never use this money for anything except the channel. Well, guess what? Now, I'm in a place where I'm in a 3-income house that only has 2 incomes. About as well as you think it is. I don't know how we've stayed afloat as long as we have, but now I'm at the point where Patreon could be the thing that keeps my fucking lights on. And I hate to go back on that and say, well, I'm actually using it to pay the bills now, but I kinda need it. What's more important to this channel than having the electricity to do all this, right? Or the internet to upload the stuff to YouTube? Wish I could say I was feeling good about my chances against Shinryu, but again, he sent a pretty clear message in the last fight that he is not to be fucked with, and I'm suitably intimidated by him now. Oh, I also want to make a couple corrections. I have since looked on various websites, specifically TV tropes, to see the differences. All those things that I thought I remembered, like, oh, well, they used to have a magic point system, or a magic spell. Yeah, that was a thing they changed for this. They changed a lot of things that I thought I was wrong on. No, I was right. They just changed them for the re-release. Make the game easier. And there are enough changes that I am actually thinking about doing the original release, as well as an LP. Just to show the differences. Though it does mean I won't have my judgment staff, and that is a cause for sadness, however. If nothing else, there's the level cap in there, you know? Which I'd have reached by now if we were in the other thing. I don't remember what the level cap was, but I'm pretty sure it was like 50 or 60. You know, 75 at the most. Either way, I've hit all of those at some point during recording. And for those of you saying, you're not 75 yet? No, but I was in several recordings that had to be scrapped. So I have been level 75, just not in any way that was saved for the world. I feel kind of bad for Rio. She's kind of hungry right now. Trying to get her on the same feeding cycle as Pizza, where they eat at 9 and 9. And unfortunately, at 9 o'clock, keep in mind, she went a sizable portion this morning, that is to say, pre-sunrise morning, without having anything to eat. So, this morning at 9 o'clock, I put Keith in the bathroom, fed him, brought her food in, and she just looked at it like, what do you want me to do with this? I'm like, you're gonna be a very sad kitty in a couple of hours, and she is. I haven't starved her, though. I've given her a couple snacks, things to chew on, you know, like, I shared some turkey sausage bites with her. So she has had something, not necessarily a substantial meal. She's at least had something to keep her from being a starving kitten. But, methinks come 9 PM in about 3.5 hours that she's gonna empty that dish. Which is kind of the point, you know? I gotta do some reworking of my channel, some reworking of my Patreon channel, and I'm gonna start making that a priority, to just plug Patreon, because at this point, even if we get that third income, it still hurt, you know, I still need help. And that, someday, that could be a thing. I don't think I'm going to get the 25 a month per person, or the 25 people giving me, you know, $1 per project. I could, you know, I mean, I keep saying it like it's so outlandish, but it's really not. I mean, I've been known to piss away more than that myself, like, shit, for the longest time, I pumped out $20 a month to GameFly without ever touching those games. Like, since January when I started moving, all the way to, like, June or July, I never touched any of those rentals. So let's just say February, March, April, May, June. That's still 5 months. That's freaking $100 just down the tubes. We're not even gonna talk about Netflix. I barely even touched that shit. I've actually been meaning to cancel Netflix, but it's a case of, well, you're locked in at this price until like next year or something. But if you cancel it now, you won't have that price locked in. And when you get Netflix back, you'll be paying like $5 more or something. And my Netflix is only like 10 bucks anyway, so I just I'm just kind of eating it, you know? That being said, I did cancel, for now, my Fantasy Grounds membership because, well, until I have internet that I know I can run it on, there's no sense in pissing away 10 bucks. And since I haven't paid it this month, that just means that I have it to pay. I mean, if I get those hotspot phones and it turns out they can run stuff just fine, then yeah, I'll get it back. Then save up. I had to give up so much shit since I got here. Boom. Because it's stuff I shouldn't have to have made the decision to go without. Like, cheap stuff, like, say, oh, PlayStation Plus. It's every 3 months I pay 18 bucks, but the month it came up, I couldn't afford it, so it's gone now. Bad whenever, but it's the principle of the thing. It's the principle of the fact that I had to give it up at all, and thus give up a sizable portion of my game library. See, I've been sitting here trying to play something recreationally in my off time. By the way, I put this off for like 3 days. Ooh, Jack Manticore, that's a new one. Hope I get credit for it. You know what? I'm gonna look. No, I don't think I got credit for it at all. It's more Death Manticores. That's something I'm probably gonna have to off-screen, honestly. We could come back here and try to run into one. I wish I could fast forward faster and maybe run into one. Come on, I know they're on this floor. I'm not leaving until I run into one. I need it to be scary. I heard there's a new game plus feature to this. That would be kind of cool. Even if it were something stupid like I keep all my stuff except my levels, you know? And even my classes. Then again, I wouldn't mind starting off as a level 1 knight, a level 1 ninja, a level 1 white wizard, and black wizard. And I'm gonna say right now, I probably will play through this game again just for fun. Throwing in a red mage and a monk just to see how they play. No. Oh good. Oh good, I'm gonna get at least one of them. Perfect, now let's check. Oh, Death Elemental and Dark Elemental. Yep, right there. Okay, cool. Yes, I do have to kill it for it to count. Ah, so we're doing this again. 2 green, 2 black, 1 holy. Yeah, last time it took me forever to get that last one, and I ended up just clearing the room again. And let's face facts, I'm gonna do that again. It's become sort of a thing for me to just clear this room. Plus, I could really use the extra XP going into the Shinryu fight. Because I got Death Manticore. That's a new monster that I've added to the list, and I don't want to lose it now, you know? Now, I will say that the 4th bonus dungeon is apparently 40 floors long. On to it. However, it seems that there are no choice bosses. Meaning, it's not like, oh, you go left to fight this one, go right to fight this one. Pretty much like I fight them all in one go, so I will only be going through it once. That's special. I know I'm pleased to hear that. Not like the fucking Earth Gift Shrine where I had to go through it 4 goddamn times to get everything, right? Poor Jay. Remember the good old days when it used to be me who'd get worn out of MP? Oh yeah, next dragon's gonna level us all up. Come here, buddy. I just want to look at my stats for a minute. Really, Henri and Jay have such similar strengths, but their fucking everything else is way out of whack. Meanwhile, our attacks are the same. His agility is higher, and his strength is much higher, and yet I can one-shot monsters that he needs 2 or 3 goes at. This game makes no fucking sense. I told this to Skinner, and he predicted, oh, and you do more damage. I'm like, no, he does. Or he does more damage. I'm like, no, I do. And he just gave me this quirk-eyed dog looking at a funny sound noise. Or a funny noise look to him, you know? You know when you make a funny sound at a dog and it kind of tilts its head? He did that. Like, what? I'm like, I know, the math doesn't... I'm not a math person, but the math doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. I really wish there was a 3DS emulator. I mean, if there was one, I'd even go so far as to do it legally. Literally, only do LPs of games that I either own or currently have in my possession, like Bravely Default, Pokemon Y, Alpha Sapphire, or Omega Ruby, you know? Games that I physically could literally just sit here with a face cam and show you, hey, this is in my possession right now, you know? If I don't own it, I'd rent it, so that I could, you know, legally do it. Except the damn thing doesn't exist. At least not in any kind of usable format that I can, you know, make use of. Really sucks. And I'm not like a lot of other LPers, like, oh, you're monetizing this. No. A lot of people won't do Nintendo games because you can't monetize them. I don't have a problem doing Nintendo games because I don't fucking monetize. As far as I'm concerned, Nintendo can put all the ads up on my video that it wants and make money off it. Oh, I missed one. Oh, you lived. Shit, Shinryu. We're here already? Damn. You're not Shinryu, are you? No, you're Omega. I want to fight Shinryu. Maybe you are. Am I in the right area? Give me a second here. Gonna have to exit this real quick. Need to see which side he's on. No, Shinryu was on the east side. Okay. My mistake. Everyone potentially at full here. And yes, I really did just cure up a couple of points. Why? Because fuck it. Look at this money. Tell me I can't restock on those. I could max out elixirs if I needed to. Yes you are. Ooh, that which fucking exceeds Omega. We're gonna go to Null Blaze. And Temper. Oh, all. Shit, that's not a party-wide thing? I'm gonna null all myself. And, Temper Henri. Oh, Jesus, that hurt a lot. Null Shock. Heal. And Haste. Hurt my everything. Barely felt that. Thanks, buddy. I tried to say dude and buddy at the same time. I came up with Duddy. Thanks, Duddy! So you are gonna X-Potion yourself. You're gonna attack, and you are gonna null all Tyler. And then I'm gonna play. Yep, timed that perfectly. Perfect, okay. Protect. The one I didn't guard against. But it's okay. Again, he's got 35,000 hit points as well. I almost started to say 3,500, and that is woefully less. That's just ice damage. C1 for water, which made me sad, because I know he tidal waves. Okay, we're gonna attack the heal thing, do the Phoenix down thing. Perfect order! Oh my god, that's the best. That is the fucking best right there. This, bad about even using this, but I need to. Actually, no, you are gonna null shock. We're gonna Mega Elixir. You are gonna null all. I'm gonna flare. Perfect. Perfect! Fast forwarding, I really shouldn't be. Temper himself. Null all me from the last one on the list. Hi, kitty kitty. Gonna haste himself. Super Healy tricky. Then we're gonna unleash hell. That's how we do. Oh, thank God. Basically gonna have everyone try and cure themselves up to full. Shock. Temper. Do the heal thing. Flare thing. Null Shock came a little late there, pal. I'll allow it this one. We lived thanks to Null Frost. Booyah. Kitten, what are you doing down there, baby? Please stay out of my stuff. Yeah, we're doing good enough that I can get away with that. And Henri's dead, and the rest of us are hurting. And if Henri's dead at the end of this, then so be it. That's as shitty a thing as that is to say. Because there's no XP on the line and nothing. It's just, we need to beat Shinryu. Not that I want him to be dead or anything, but I kinda... I don't even have close to the ability to keep track of how much damage we've done here. I don't know if we're close, if it's halfway there, or what. For all I know, he's got another turn of life left. For all I know, we're nowhere near. Ah, we got him! Yay! We killed Shinryu! Preparation makes everything better. Hero Shield. Oh, that sounds sexy beyond reason. Okay, let's see how much... Oh, God. How much better the Ragnarok is. Ooh, and it pumps my evasion, too, so... 13 attack and 33 evasion? If I counted that right. Wards off status ailments. I guess that means I can get rid of this goddamn ribbon now. So my evasion dips a bit, that's fine. Actually, let me see something here. He can use it. Fuck it, let him go with the healing helm. But, ladies and gentlemen, that was... Did I put the ribbon back on? I did not. It's important. That has been this fucking place. Oh my god. That's the last of my Mega Elixirs, that's for damn sure. But, they were well spent, I think. But if that was just 2 of the bosses in the 3rd of the 4, what happens when I get to the last ones? Whew! I'm Kyrix, and this has been Let's Play Dawn of Souls Final Fantasy 1, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!